Paul Ihander here, Graham Hill here as well, here on Next Up on 99.9 The Fan, joined by Carolina Hurricanes head coach Rod Brind'Amour, who has had a couple of days off getting ready for the Eastern Conference Final with the Florida Panthers. And Coach, right out of the gate, let's just lean into it. Is there a major difference in your approach as compared to this series as opposed to the time you met this team 2 seasons ago?
Well, probably not, to be quite honest. It's I think very similar team and style, and if anything, they gravitated more to how we play than they did back then. So it's we know exactly what's coming. It's just I think both teams are going to play a very similar game, and who can make that extra play here or there, or stick with their game or get to it, I guess to say, we'll probably have the result.
Carolina Hurricanes head coach Rod Brind'Amour is joining us this morning on Next Up alongside Paul Ihander. I'm Graham Hill, and Coach Brind'Amour, Paul talked about it there at the beginning, a couple of days off. How important was it to close out that series against the Capitals in 5 games and not let it extend?
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, obviously we've had a couple guys that were certainly not 100%, so not have to grind that out or miss those games, because who knows what happens there. But I think that's where we might have some benefit. I also know you just keep playing, sometimes that's good too. I might look back, I remember a few years, well, maybe might have been even 7 years ago now, when we had that kind of happen and we ended up just rolling right through just to kind of keep going. So I obviously prefer to have the rest, just because we do have some guys that definitely can use it.
Well, you're able to sleep in your own beds for a few extra nights, which certainly can't hurt at all, for sure. You as a player have been down this road before. I think we've discussed it last time we talked, but also with this new crop of players. You reach this point, you already know what you're doing in practices. Is this really just about the devil in the details, Rod?
Pretty much, yeah, you hit it. I mean, I don't know what we're really, practicing, getting that better at. You're certainly working on a couple little things that will help, in this round. But it is about just hammering home what we do well and trying to continue that and sticking with it. And also, we have to understand the tendencies and what really, what'll work, right? Like, okay, this is going to work. We got to just do this over and over and over until obviously they do something different to take it away or whatever. So there's all that, but really it does at the end of the day come down to just little plays here or there, and you got to make more of them.
Coach, it certainly feels like right now the balance between your veteran guys and your younger guys seems to be clicking right now. How do you keep that chemistry going as the stakes rise in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Good question. I don't know. I mean, I think there's no secret, right? Like, you're looking for a magic bullet here, but you really just got to continually do what you've done all year. Our old guys, if you will, that have really paved the way for how we want to play and show the younger guys kind of how it is. And even our younger guys have been through it for the most part. I mean, there's a couple newbies that are, new to the whole thing, but a lot of our young guys have been through it a little bit too. So hopefully that experience of being here before and, in this atmosphere will help them this time around.
Head coach Rod Brind'Amour, your Carolina Hurricanes, joining us here next up here on 99.9 The Fan. Graham Hill with me, Paul Ihander. Coach, I'm a fan of how you treat some of your players, and maybe I'm off base here in terms of when they earn your trust, they earn time on the ice. What has Shawn Walker done to impress you to earn that time in these late game situations where we are seeing him skate more and more at the end of these games?
Yeah, he's been really solid and really all year. He's had our trust from day one. It's just, we have other guys sometimes. And, when Chatty went down, missed the last game, it was an easy decision to just, hand that duty over to Walks, because just what you said, what his skill set is he can move, and he's not afraid. Even though he's a smaller kind of guy, he's not afraid to take a hit or, hang on to that puck for that extra second that allows us to make a clean play out, which a lot of people don't maybe, I don't want to say respect, but understand or see that often. But he hangs in there and just allows the pressure to be off us. And, and he has an offensive flair. It's just, I think he had some tough luck this year with the chances and stuff not going his way, but he's been a real good addition. And the guy that when someone is down, he definitely can pick it up for us.
Coach, speaking of another player that's earned your trust in terms of ice time, Logan Stankoven, this past Saturday at the media availability, talk about how just the culture in the locker room is guys hold each other accountable here and that everybody knows their role and knows their job. Is that something that you installed, or is that something you just think just trickled down from your leadership group among the locker room?
No, I give the credit to the boys. Our leader, Jordan Staal, runs that locker room. Jordan Martinook, the way they just go about their business. And I think, we bring young guys in or new guys, however you want to look at it, that they have to feel good about their game and where they fit to play their best. So the guys understand that. Like, we need Logan Stankoven. I don't care if he's a rookie or 22 or we need him to play his best for us to perform and do well. So guys understand that. So I think our locker room's very open that way, and try to, welcome all the guys as quickly as possible and get them feeling good about their game so they can help us, achieve our goals.
I'm not sure if there's a great answer to this next question, Coach, but when you talk about your goaltending and Freddie Anderson, what's unlocked him here in this postseason to play at such a high level?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. I think we know the importance of that position, and you just can't really talk about it enough, because whether you get 50 shots or 20, there's going to be, a handful that are the grade A variety. And, if you stop those, or especially at certain times of the game, that's the difference. And I think this playoffs, you've seen it. And, I even watched the game the other night where, Bobrovsky did it to Toronto. I mean, Florida was the better team in Game 7, but there was a time, right? There was 2 or 3 breakaways right when the game's tied. Like, that flips the whole game. So Freddie's done that for us to date, and we're obviously going to need that here playing these guys.
Rod Brind'Amour is joining us this morning on Next Up. Shifting gears now to the Eastern Conference Final. You face a familiar foe in Florida. What's your initial reaction, Coach Brind'Amour, to another postseason showdown with the Panthers, and just how much respect do you have for their head coach, Paul Maurice?
Oh, wow. Mo and I go way back, and I had tons of respect for him as a coach. He's not only did I play for him, then I was actually on his staff. I guess you'd call it first year coaching for me was with him, and getting to watch how he operated. So definitely understand how good a coach he is from both kind of angles, from as a player and then as a coach. And obviously we understand that he's been in the league for, I don't know how, forever. And, there's a reason that he's lasted that long, because he is one of the better ones. So we understand that. I got respect for that, but we want to also, it's our turn. He got us last time, and we know it's going to be tough. They're the champs. They won it all last year, and I think they got better. I mean, they added, take the best team or one of the best players off Chicago, and then one of the best players off Boston added to their team. That's a pretty good job. So they're already one of the best teams. So that's what they have. We just gotta, do what we do, and I think if we do that, I think if we play our best, I think we got a real good chance.
So, Coach, you're saying Seth Jones and Taylor Hall just erase each other out, right? That's what you're saying?
Well, that's a good point. We did add a couple guys too. We lost a couple. It's I like that you mentioned Taylor Hall, because he's been a real good addition for us. I think he still has another level, right? Like, I think he's been good, but I think there's another level to get on the score sheet more. He's been around it. I think, we obviously, you get to this stage of the season with the top 4 teams left, there's no holes in the other opponent. So we need everyone to, be their best. And, Taylor Hall has that ability, I think, for us to be a game changer. So hopefully we can find that this series.
Well, that veteran savvy sure helped with that third goal, but he's not going to be able to do that anymore. I'm assuming the tape is already out on that one. He's not going to be able to sneak behind any defense at this point.
You never know. Everybody, everybody's aggressive now. The D are aggressive, so that's why you see plays like that happen. We get them up to it's it's the being aggressive. You want to stay aggressive. If that's your nature of a team, then you're going to have those happen, and that's where you need to save, right? So like I said, we'll see. Hopefully we can get a few of those behind Bobrovsky.
Final question for Carolina Hurricanes head coach Rod Brind'Amour. We appreciate your time as
Sure.
always. I don't know if this is a message that you preach to the locker room, but whenever I'm impressed, I always see if you guys can win, quote unquote, the first 5 minutes of the game. How important is it to set the tone early in a series like this, especially against a team like the Panthers that thrive on the momentum swings like we saw in Game 7 when they scored those 3 goals off the rip?
Yeah. Well, you say it is important. Every minute of every game is important. So, we want to get off to a great start. If we don't, we just don't want to give up one. Like it's not the end of the world if your start's no good as long as you don't get scored on. And it's not that big a deal if you have a great start and don't score either, because it's all about that next shift. And yeah, maybe momentum and stuff like that, but I think really at this time of the year, it's always about the next shift, and guys got to just stay dialed in on that, because literally that shift, whether it's the first one of the game or the last one, could be the difference in the game. It's that the margins are that tight. So, we're looking at it really as a 60-minute game, but every minute, like every one, can we win that one? And if not, then let's win the next one. So that's the way we have to approach it. Hopefully we can win more than we lose. That's the goal.
Eastern Conference Final, best of 7, Carolina, Florida. Head coach Rod Brind'Amour joining us, probably ready to put that suit right back on and start playing again, Coach.
Yeah, those days are long gone. But next best thing is watching these guys get out there and get after it.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the nice tie and suit that you normally wear behind the bench, Coach. But we'll take it both ways.
All right. Thanks.